Karina, baby, I love you and I miss you and I can't wait to see you. For the sixth, we have Lost Letters. Remember that song? A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my love, but on my way I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. A little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. Alright, let's see what Lost Letters is all about. I sent some letters to my friends, but on the way I dropped them. Someone must have picked them up and popped them into the mail. It wasn't me, said Jenny Lee. I was feeding Fred. It wasn't us, said James and Gus. We were in the park. It wasn't Jack and Mr. Black. He was making cookies. It wasn't Jill and Mr. Hill. She was helping me. I wrote some letter to my friends, and now I think I see. The mailman must have picked them up. Everyone's here for tea. Thank you very much. Oh, the mailman picked it up with his trusty little cat. It's just like this song. I thought it would be. Let's go into our favorite poems and see what today is all about. Today is the Cowboy. What care I want, cares he. What care the world of the life we know? Little the wreck of the shadowless plains and the shelterless mesa and the sun and the rains, the wild free life and the winds that blow with his broad sombrero, his warm chucapescos and clicking spurs, and the centuries he spends where the wild bull feeds. And he laughs, ha ha, who cares, who cares? Ruddy and brown, careless and free, a king in the saddle, he rides at will over the measureless range where rarely change and swart gray plains so weird and strange. Treeless and steamless and wondrous still, with his slouched sombrero, his torn chocoperos, and clicking spurs, like a sentry's he speeds, where the wild bull feeds, and he laughs, ha ha, who cares, who cares? Swift and strong and ever alert, yet sometimes he rests on the dreary vest, and his thoughts, like the thoughts of other men, go back to his childhood days again, and to many a loved one in the past. What his gay sombrero, his rude chicapas, and his clicking spurs, he wrestles a while with a tear and a smile, and he laughs, ha ha, who cares, who cares? Baby, life is hard, right? And it's hard not to think of the past. Like, every time I go into Philly, which is where Mama lived for 10 years of her life, right? I lived there for 7 years with Papa, and I lived there 2 years by myself. So every time I go into Philly and I pass certain areas, I'm like, I lived there with Papa, and I lived here with Papa, I lived here with Papa. Like, Papa and I moved a number of times when we lived out in Philly because Mama started off living in the male dorm housing with Papa, and I had permission to be there because my brother's best friend used to live there. And so I actually moved in with him in October, the day of Halloween, and then I got permission from my brother's best friend's roommate and the RA to be able to stay there. And then Papa moved into the dorm 2 floors above us where we were staying, and then we moved into another dorm housing, another building together. And then from there, your Papa and I moved into our own apartment together, from that apartment to another apartment. And, you know, but Mama moved a lot more than that, because when I wasn't with the dorm housing, the male dorm housing, I was with my own dorm housing for a while too. So I lived 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lived a lot of places out in Philly. So every time I go into Philly, I'm like, oh, I lived here, and I lived here, and I lived here. And like, it's hard not to miss things from your past when things in your life might have made more sense, you know. It's hard to go through changing realms, it really is, because your realms change quickly. But let's do, we sit and watch the rain as it falls from the sky, and we are glad to be inside where it is warm and dry. Oh yes, I do love the rain. It keeps the earth so clean and helps the pretty flowers grow from the mountains to the streams. Oh, the grand old Duke of York had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and then he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. Then when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. I love that photo of you. You're absolutely gorgeous, my baby. You know that? I love all the photos of you from every stage and realm in your life that I got to experience with you. And you were only 2. And even with us, with all 3 of us, we moved 3 times within your 2 years of life. So as you can see, Papa and I moved a lot together. I just miss you. I just miss you so much. And the last place that we moved to was supposed to be a study stable place where we were supposed to stay for 5 years, build up, and move into an even better place. That was the goal. That was the plan. But people have plans, and plans don't always work out, and that's okay when plans don't work out, because you make new plans. And then you hope that new plans work out, and if they don't, then you you stay going, and you stay curious about the next event in your life, because things eventually get better. Even if things aren't okay right now, things will eventually get better. Oh, say, oh, playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3. Climb up my apple tree, shout down my rainbow, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. It was a sunny day, she could not go out to play. She said with tearful eyes, my dolly's got the flu. Boo hoo 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 hoo, I ain't got no rainbow, I ain't got no cellar door, but we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. Lila Tove, and good night to you. Lila Tove, may your dreams come true. We sing Lila Tove, may Israel protect you throughout the night, until we reach the morning light. Like Papa always used to say, Mama's Papa's son, Mama's Papa's moon, and you are definitely our rainbow baby, and we both love you so incredibly much, honey. No matter what, I will always love you. Always know that your mama does love you. No matter what anyone says to you, Mama will always love you, baby. I hope you have a great night. I love you.